Hello, and welcome to the virtual preview of the ClimateWise Building Challenge. ClimateWise Building Challenge is a York region-wide friendly awards and recognition competition created to reduce energy consumption and greenhouse gas emissions in buildings through collaboration, education, and innovation. Today, we want to tell you what it is, who can participate, and the benefits to you as a building owner and business in York region. Over the week, we'll introduce you to a network of experts and key stakeholders who provide their perspective on the importance of this initiative to our society as we transition to a low carbon, high productivity economy. But first, let me tell you a little bit about us. My name is Harry French, and I'm the program manager at the Windfall Ecology Centre. The Windfall Ecology Centre is a not-for-profit environmental organization dedicated to building sustainable communities. The center's focus is on empowering communities to create lasting wealth in a carbon-constrained 21st century. With the support of the Ontario Trillium Foundation, we are thrilled to have the opportunity to bring the ClimateWise Building Challenge to our community. For the last 20 years, we have been the preeminent environmental organization in York region. We conduct a range of community-based activities that work with residences, businesses, and municipalities. Our range of activities include home energy retrofits, to renewable energy, to business initiatives through the ClimateWise Business Network. As program manager of the ClimateWise Business Network, with my colleagues at the center, we manage the center's business activities. These, of course, include the network itself, which is part of the Green Economy Canada network across Ontario with 7 hubs. We manage the Ontario Benchmarking Help Centre through our partnership with Natural Resources Canada. The Ontario Benchmarking Help Centre helps businesses with technical questions related to the use of Portfolio Manager. Portfolio Manager is the reporting tool used by the Provincial Energy and Water and Benchmarking Program, EWRB, and by our partner, BOMA, Race to Reduce. In November 2019, ClimateWise launched the Mayor's Energy Challenge. This initiative focused on working with York Region municipalities to build awareness and participation in the proposed provincial EWRB initiative. And finally, I'm thrilled to announce that we will be delivering the ClimateWise Building Challenge. Over the week of November 30th, we will be delivering a fact-filled, inspirational virtual preview of the ClimateWise Building Challenge. I will tell you more about the week's program later on. But follow our ClimateWise Business Network, Twitter, and LinkedIn accounts to stay updated on the series and subscribe to our newsletter. Many cities, municipalities, and countries have acknowledged that we have a climate emergency. The federal government, acting on an election promise, has introduced legislation to achieve net zero by 2050. The ClimateWise Building Challenge is a mechanism for local York Region businesses and buildings to take action on climate change. The competition is free of cost and open to building owners, landlords, managers, and tenants who want to join in the fight to combat climate change, who want to improve the bottom line by implementing responsible energy operations and behavioral practices. To be clear, the challenge is open to York Region buildings and businesses, but our guidelines are to be inclusive. We want to accommodate your passion to take action. As mentioned, there is no cost to register and to join the initiative. The only thing you need is a commitment to make a difference and to take action on climate change. You may be a commercial real estate owner with a portfolio of buildings or a single building. You may be an owner who owns a building or leases a space. We want you to be part of the ClimateWise Challenge. For the virtual preview, our focus is on commercial buildings. We are in discussions with York Region municipalities to include municipal buildings in the ClimateWise Building Challenge. Taking action on climate change is about building a sustainable future for future generations. But it makes sense now to businesses' bottom line and to the demand of building tenants. As the old adage says, you can't manage what you don't measure. The ClimateWise Building Challenge will help you measure and, importantly, to celebrate your accomplishments and your achievements. Over the week, we have an exciting program for you. Each day, we'll introduce a new video highlighting a conversation with a key industry player or stakeholder. We'll begin today with the congratulatory remarks from Mayor John Taylor of the town of Newmarket. Tuesday, we'll focus on how retrofits are driving green building growth. Wednesday is about smart building trends in cities and municipalities. Thursday, our partner Amoresco will discuss energy resilience and zero carbon discovery. And Friday, we'll wrap up with an invitation to participate from York Region Chair and CEO Wayne Emerson. Again, follow our Business Network Twitter and LinkedIn accounts to stay updated on the series, and please subscribe to our newsletter. Now let's welcome to day 3 of the ClimateWise Building Challenge virtual preview, Graham Seaman, Director, Sustainability and Asset Management with the City of Markham. City of Markham's Municipal Energy Plan sets some ambitious principles in its long-term vision. Our interview with Graham focuses on municipal city trends and influences that commercial sector needs to understand as they transition to a low carbon economy. Welcome, Graham. Well, welcome, Graham. The City of Markham has developed one of the most comprehensive and forward-thinking municipal energy plans. We want to focus our attention on that today. But first of all, can you tell us, what are you most proud about with respect to the plan?
Hi, Harry, and thanks for the opportunity to talk about Markham's Municipal Energy Plan, Getting to Zero 2050. What we find most remarkable, or what made me most proud, was actually getting it done. It was not an easy process because we built a really big tent, and I think you were one of the stakeholders representing ENGOs and your parent organization, Windfall Ecology Center. We had 50 some odd people from utilities, communities, school boards, ENGOs participate in the development of this, and bringing all of those parties together to agree on what net zero emissions means, the definition, to go over the information that was presented and compiled by our consultants. That was a really great collaborative process, and it really makes me proud that we've been able to put that together and have since moved into implementation.
Yes, as you said, I was there and saw you manage through that process, and there were some difficult questions, and I thought that's what might come to your mind about being proud. I thought it was a great job. That was a great response, Graham, to the first question. It was a big crowd of people. You needed to develop some collaborative ideas and mechanisms. You certainly did that. But we're interested just in a few facts from the plan as it relates to commercial buildings in City of Markham. Just tell us a little bit about what's the volume.
Sure. So in 2011, when we laid down the baseline for the Municipal Energy Plan, we found that we had almost 8 megatons of CO2 emissions from the community. Within the borders of the City of Markham. 1/4 of our overall building stock is devoted to commercial and industrial facilities and buildings, and about 22% of the emissions comes from our commercial building sector. So it's a good slice of what's happening in our community. You know, 1/4 of the building floor space, 22% of the emissions. It's certainly an area that needs focus and that we need to work on. And trying to help those commercial building owners and operators and occupants reduce their emissions and become part of the sustainable solution.
Well, any surprises, Graham, and all that stuff? Lots of good information on it, but is there anything there that really stood out for you, surprised you as it relates again to commercial buildings in the city?
That's a good question, Harry. And you know, it comes down to the vastness. There's so many buildings, so many different types, so many different owners and users. So you know, the thing that when we look at it is, how do we reach out to those building owners and operators? Who can we partner with? And how can we help them understand what needs to be done and provide leadership through what the city's already done? And that's where something like the work that you're doing with ClimateWise and the Building Challenge, I think, is really important.
Can you tell us a bit about that then? How do you think that the ClimateWise Building Challenge can help the City of Markham achieve your transition to a low carbon economy?
Well, Harry, as you know, we've been doing a building challenge within the city's own facilities, so our rinks, community centers, and admin buildings for several years now. And it really spurs a great competition discussion, sharing of what's working, what's not working amongst them. So I think it's a natural extension to take what the city's learned and work with a great partner like Windfall and ClimateWise to see if we can engage the rest of the building owners in Markham to be part of this, to participate, to learn, to grow, and to become more sustainable.
Do you think as other cities and municipalities like the City of Markham develop their plans that there are specific trends or influences that commercial buildings need to be aware of?
Sure. I think one of the first things is understanding what's required for the energy and emissions performance analysis and reporting. You can't tackle these things without understanding what your current energy consumption and resultant emissions are. And then you can start looking at what some of the low-hanging fruit, lighting controls or turning off lights or running, scheduling and setbacks. Those are easy things to do. But then you can start really looking at renewables and energy storage and smart technology. So there's a lot that can be done. There's a lot of technology. There's a lot of opportunities out there. And I think the best place is to start with understanding your utility bills and working with an organization that can help you do that, like Climate.
That's great, Graham. Thanks very much, and best of luck for your municipal energy plan. You've taken off a big chunk to accomplish, but I know the City of Markham, under the leadership of Mayor Scarpetti, is leading the way. Take care. Thanks for your time.
Thanks a lot, Harry.
Our ClimateWise Building Challenge website is up. To learn more, visit our website at climatewisechallenge.ca. We will be adding resources over the coming weeks, including our partnership with BOMA Race to Reduce, a participant's guide, and building registration page. Building registration will begin January the 1st. Buildings in York Region who already have a portfolio manager account will receive notice of the ClimateWise Building Challenge through our partnership with Natural Resources Canada Building Labeling and Disclosure Program. Let's stay connected. Don't hesitate to reach out to us at the coordinates below. We are here to help. We're here to help you take action on climate change. Follow our ClimateWise Business Network Twitter and LinkedIn accounts to stay updated on the series, and be sure to subscribe to our newsletter. Thank you and stay safe.